No, it's good. All right, all right. Welcome in. Everybody coming in. Hello, Jonathan. How you doing? Good evening. Good evening. Welcome everybody. Welcome everybody. So tonight we got the CtD challenge match, and it's gonna be doubles in the Baker format. I'll be your host, Chris, the expert bowler Muldrow. Welcome in, everybody. Another management meeting. Say good luck to everybody. Yeah, definitely want to wish everybody luck. Hopefully, everybody bought their A game tonight. Tonight, we'll have Quinten, Fincham, and Aaron Wilkes against CEO Ronald Hickland and Dustin Zehner. Roger Bird, what's going on? Welcome in. Hopefully, you're having a good night. Stay safe out there. Good to see you. Will Rice, welcome in, welcome in. Oh yeah, we already got everybody on. Yeah, we live, baby. We live. Yeah, so hopefully everybody had a good day as everybody starts to trickle in. They're just doing a little practice out there. Uh, so we just getting a little practice. The guys are warming up. We still got a few minutes before we start. Uh, they'll be bowling on a couple different patterns. You got the pattern. The pattern. So this one, the house shot. All right, so on 1 and 2, they'll be bowling on the house shot. So that'll give a little bit of everybody a chance to show what they got. And then on 3 and 4, when they switch lanes, we'll be bowling on red square. So that'll be the pattern that we'll be bowling on. So we got some viewers in the house. I don't know why it looks like that, but we got a couple people in the house. We got mom and dad. Yeah, Ron Senior. Y'all know Ron Senior tearing up too. Let me there's so much action going on. A lot of moving and shaking. Everybody trying to shake off this cold weather we got down here. All right, let's see who we got. Ryan, what's up, Ryan? Tell Dustin and Ronald we're from Walla Walla, Washington. Says, what's up? I definitely will. I actually just came from Washington. I just came from Port Angeles, Washington.
Ryan, come on, where's he at? Oh, there he is. Isn't it just fun to say Walla Walla? You gonna pet that dog? Don't pet that dog.
Yeah, it is cold. It's cold outside today. It's raining. Red Square, nasty. Yeah. CEO right said Red Square is impossible. But let's see. Hopefully. Yeah. The camera's still blurry. Kevin said it's not that cold. It's cold enough. So tonight, like I said, we got a doubles challenge match. Quinten, Fincham, and Aaron against Dustin, Zehner, and CEO Ronald Hickland. Kyle comes from Chattanooga, Tennessee, by way of Missouri. He's active at the U.S. Air Force, so we want to say thank you for your service to Kyle. And Quinten is from Surprise, Arizona. So I think this will be a pretty good match here. So Kyle averages 235, and Quinten averages 210. And both Ron and Dustin are about the same. Ron is at like 223 and Dustin is at 225. So it looks like a pretty good matchup average wise, and they're both on the house shot. So I think that this will allow them to kind of get comfortable and throw some strikes before they go to red on 3 and 4.
What's the staff in there? Oh, tell Paul. I mean, the orange, 2 orange devil. The orange was you can get, let's give them 11% off. Can you put the orange berries in the machine, please? Can you put the orange berries in the machine? Thank you. Good.
All right, we're going to get the lane set up for scoring, and then they'll be ready to kind of get rocking and rolling.
If an orange hand comes up and the bowler strikes, they get for 5 minutes, they get 11% off the website, CtD Bowler. Only 5 minutes. So only if it happens and the bowler. Dustin will set the code up, and they got 5 minutes to move.
All right. We got some good stuff going on for you all tonight. Let's hope and pray we get some of these orange head pins so you all could get 5 minutes of discounts at ctdbowling.com. We are praying to the bowling gods for lots of orange head pins and lots of strikes while they're on 1 and 2. Because who knows what's going to happen when they get on 3 and 4. You're watching from Yuma, Arizona. Well, welcome. We got people all over the place. Somebody in Utah, you got a winter storm warning in Utah. Well, I'm glad that you are probably in the house and you're watching the stream with us. Hopefully you're nice and safe. So hopefully you don't get too much snow out there in Utah.
We go get cracking.
All right, it looks like Ron is excited. He's excited to bowl. And it looks like we're going to have Dustin up first and Quinten up first in this Baker's doubles match tonight. All right. So Dustin with a nice strike on lane 2. So, what you throwing, Dustin? All right, so Dustin is throwing his favorite, most angular ball of the year, the hazmat. And Quinten with a Brooklyn strike on lane 1. Hey, it's not how, it's how many. So strikes all look the same on the screen, folks. Don't forget it. Let's see. All right, Ron with a nice strike. So Ron and Dustin starting out with a double. So Ron, what you throwing now?
I am throwing the motive jackal, crimson jackal.
All right, so Ron is throwing a crimson jackal. And then let's see. All right, he got out of that 210 there. So Kyle and Quinten will start out with strike and a 9. Hopefully, Kyle can convert this 10 pin. Just got it maybe a little bit wide.
What's going on, Stan? And I hope y'all over there having a good time. Like, this is kind of cool. We haven't really did a doubles match before, so I'm actually excited myself. And then I got my partner with me. 50 pounds lost this year. Dustin Zehner, looking slim and trim, ready for us to go ahead and win. Back to Chris.
All right, so Ron is definitely excited right now, you guys. So we got Dustin up on lane 3. Dustin with a nice strike. So Ron and Dustin starting off with a double. Kyle wasn't able to make that 10 pin on lane 1, but still a lot of frames left. A string of strikes that put a little pressure on Ron and Dustin. And oh man, I think Quinten had a grip right there. And the dice are off the table. This is a scratch match, a scratch Baker doubles match. Ron with a strike. So Dustin and Ron are starting off strong tonight. So they're starting off with the front 4. Thankfully, Quinten, even though he threw it in the gutter, because they were on open, they're not losing anything if he can convert it. And he did not. He left the 5 pin. So Quinten and Dustin are starting off down just a little bit. Get out of here, y'all. I got this. I don't know what I'm doing. So we did a lot of orange pins, but they are not coming up as a head pin. So I need y'all to hit that like button so we can try to get some orange head pins for this 5-minute discount on CtDbowling.com.
Tell TJ I told him I wasn't going to be there.
Oh, what a terrible break. What a terrible break for Kyle. Kyle hits the pocket and leaves a swish 7. Trenton, North Carolina in the house. Jacksonville, Florida. I see you. Rochester, New Hampshire. We got people from all over the place right now. Welcome in, everybody. Hopefully, everybody's having a good night. Thank y'all for coming in and tuning in for this doubles match. Right now, Dustin and Ron are in the lead strong with a 4. And Kyle and Quinten look like they're still trying to get loose and lined up, but that's all right. So not switching lanes because they're bowling Baker doubles. So typically when you bowl Baker doubles, you switch lanes after the end of your game. So they will continue to bowl one lane until the completion of the game, and then they'll switch lanes. All right, so Quinten with a nice strike on the Brooklyn. Dustin went a little high in the 4 pin. Let's see if Dustin's able to convert this 4 pin. Oh, he just hooked the whole lane. I thought he was going to throw it straight, but he hooked. Right up, and that's when you'll hook the corner pins. Yeah, you know, we do have a spare for everybody that's CtD spare ball. We still got a few left. If you want to go on up to CtDbowling.com and get you a spare ball. Oh, look at the lumber. He threw a few pins over there. It's a nice strike for Kyle. I think this might be the beginning of something beautiful there. Kyle and Quinten working on the double, and Dustin and Ron kind of fell off the strike train. So let's see what Ron can get back on. And he didn't. Ron leaves a 6 pin. So, you know, how the tables turn. Watching from Newark, Ohio. Okay. D. Ryder, or is it D. Ritter, Arizona? Oh my God, here we come. The Quinten and Aaron train is at the station, and we are pulling out. Y'all better watch out. North Texas, Thornton, Indiana, or Thorntown. I'm sorry, Thorntown, Indiana. Waynesville, Missouri. Oh, we got people from all over the place. All right, Ron just throw straight at his spare, unlike Dustin, who hooked it across the lane. So a nice convert. So right now, we got a max score of 237 for Quinten and Aaron, and we have a max score of 268 for Dustin and Ron. So it's not over yet, you know. A few taps and a few more strikes, and this game gets a lot closer. Uh-oh, uh-oh. So Dustin hits the pocket a little behind and leaves that flat 10. So this is the good thing about bowling having 10 frames. It's a lot of time for strikes to happen and taps to happen. And, oh, yeah, I think that Quinten and Aaron are feeling it now when they're starting to get in their rhythm. So Dustin and Ron need to try to figure out what's going on with these nines. Oh, Dustin fouls even though he makes the spare. So that will be an open. That'll be their first open of the night. So Chattanooga, Tennessee in the house. Bill Patty from Villages, Florida. Oh, that looks like it might be a strike. Oh, will the messenger connect? No, it didn't. They really needed that strike right there. That strike right there would have turned the tables around. So right now, Ron and Dustin can go out for 246. And Quinten and Aaron with this conversion of the spirit to go out for 226. So it's still a game, folks. That looks like a pretty good shot from Ron, and he throws 2 pins at it, and the messenger connects. Ron is throwing the lumber. We got Kansas, Las Vegas, South Holland, Illinois. Uh-oh. Quinten was not able to convert that 10 pin, and that is probably the game, folks, for this first game. Aaron and Quinten have a max score of 204. And with basically 2 marks, all they got to do is stay clean. Dustin and Ron will take this match. So Dustin is up on lane 2. He got that one a little right. It got back, but it left the 10 pin. So we got somebody from Clarksville, Tennessee. San Antonio, Texas. Wrap 10 there for Aaron. Yeah, that pretty much seals the deal. All Ron and Dustin need to do is knock down pins here at this point. They will be able to come away victorious with this first match. Could Dustin and Ron coordinate their jerseys better? You know, that's a good question. Maybe if we do more doubles matches in the future, maybe we'll try to get the swag going with the shirts. Charleston, South Carolina. All right. So Ron in the 10th here gets 5. He will need to knock a few of these down in order to no, they actually got it mathematically locked up. So he's got 191 and 5, 196, and they got 193. So this game is over. Brookport, Illinois in the house. So thank everybody for coming in. As y'all coming in, make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all let us know y'all like the stream and y'all like what we got going on. Ron went for the spare. He ended up getting the count. But it was a nice first game. It started out looking like we might have a blowout game here, and it ended up really close. 193 to 199. Ron and Dustin were victorious on the first match on the channel, but now they have to switch lanes. So this is what makes it interesting, folks. So as we switch lanes, they might have been lined up pretty good on the lane that they got practice on and started on, and now uh, who knows what's going to happen. Bowling Green, Virginia, Los Angeles, California. We got a lot of people in the house tonight. Hey, we got 2 orange pins and neither one are at the AFPN selection. We need to get more likes, and hopefully the bowling gods will hear those likes so we can get 5 minutes of discounts from CtDbowling.com. All right, so we got Dustin up on lane 1, and Dustin goes high, leaving a 3 pin. It should be easy for Dustin to convert this pair, but you never know. You don't concentrate. You can miss anything. Chicago, Illinois in the house, my hometown. All right, well, 2 shots and the same result by both players, both Dustin and Quinten. Both of them were a little high, and the players kind of trying to. All right, we got 2 squares. No, Dustin. All right, so we got Aaron up on the right lane, and he throws a shot. He also goes high. So I wonder if the lanes are really different, left to right lane, or if it's just a lane surface, which is playing a factor into the difference in the shots. So if you do not know, this facility has 2 different lane surfaces, one being the Brunswick Pro Lane and the other one being the AMF. I don't know if it's HPL or SPL, but the AMF surface is a more high friction surface than the Brunswick surface. So typically, even if you put the same pattern on the Brunswick surface on the left lane, lane 1, the pattern will be a little longer than it will on lane 2. So that's going to be interesting. But we got Quinten back up on the right lane, and he goes high, leaving the 6 pin. Neither team being able to strike so far. So Dustin switches balls to looks like a censored solid. And, oh my. So Quinten is able to convert the 6 point. So this is a tight game. It's basically all square. Quinten and Aaron are up just a bit. Dustin was unable to convert the washout, and so Quinten and Aaron are up just a little bit. Dustin and Ron have a little bit of work to do. Windy and rainy Virginia Beach. You watch it from the back of the bowling alley. So thank you to all the mechanics and pin chasers who are out there in the crowd tonight. Aaron just threw a bomb with a huge messenger that ended up missing the 10 pin. The messenger was so intense that it scared Ron, and his dice are now off the table. So whoever thought that we would see 2 gutter balls on the easy pattern? You know. Uh-oh. Well, guess what? It's not a strike because if you wanted to count. All right. So guess what, y'all? So even though Ron threw it in the gutter, and technically the orange head pin right now is not on a strike ball because he can only get a spare. Ron said that it will count. And if he throws a strike, we will have 5 minutes off the website. Y'all better hit them likes. Get them likes up. 5 minutes if Ron strikes of discounts at ctdbowling.com. Let's go. Oh, yeah, Rebel, what's going on? This is the expert bowler. Okay, Ron with a good shot. And he strikes. That's 5 minutes off, baby. 5 minutes off. 5 minutes of discounts at CtD Bowling. Let's go. I keep saying it. It sounds fun.
Okay.
Like I can hear it. It sounds fun.
Brand.
This?
Yeah. Actually, banner. Click edit on this one. Change it to 11.
Change this to 11. Hold on. It's not letting me do it. Is the keyboard not connected? Oh, man. All right. Do what?
Change that to 11%.
All right. We get that cold warmed up, y'all, right now. All right, dude. All right. So we got 5 minutes.
Code's good till 6:25.
The code is good till 6:25. I got it scrolling up across the bottom of the screen just in case you wasn't paying attention. 11% off on CtD Bowling for 5 minutes. Let's go. All right, so let's take a look at the score here. They're doing some little score changes. So right now, Aaron and Quinten are clean. They got the first 5 frames with spares. And so what we got? 90, 20, 50, 81, 240. They can still shoot 244. And Ron and Dustin got 60, 90, 20, 50, 80, 241. So Dustin with the first strike of the match. So we got Ron. Oh, why that internet? This thing's kind of. I've been looking at saying the wrong one. Nobody gonna break me. All right, so we got the first double of the match and the first 3 strikes on the back half of the game. So this is going to be a match, y'all. Yeah. So we got a little quick break from CEO Ronald Hickland.
Let me tell you the lesson. The lesson is always put the right thumb in the ball.
All right, so I guess he was a little distracted and did not put his right thumb insert in the ball, and so he had a bit of an issue. Oh, Dustin with a little rolling message with this. Oh, we're gonna need a little help to make that, and Quinten chops the 7 off of the 4. So this is gonna be a close match. So they are not switching lanes because when you bowl a Baker match, you usually stay on your same lane for the whole game, and then they switch after the game is completed. So Ron and Dustin bowled on lane 2 for their first game, and then they switched to lane 1 after the second game. And this match, I believe, is the best of 5. So Ron and Dustin are up on Kyle and Quinten 1-0. But we got Ron with a wrap 7 and Quinten up on lane 2. Looking for a strike here. Oh, with a messenger from the right, it trips the 4 and the 9. That's exactly what they needed to get back in this match. And Ron with the conversion on the 7 pin. Oh, no problem. If you got questions, just make sure you put it in the chat and I'll do my best to get you an answer. We still got 11% off right now on ctdbowling.com using OPCTD11 is the code. Make sure you take advantage and get 11% off as Dustin pulls it by a mile and goes Brooklyn, but he gets a strike. Like I said, it is not how, it is how many with Dustin with the celebratory fist slam and Kyle with a great shot. It looks like it's a little light. Got it a little right. Leaves a 2-pin. So let's take a look at the score. Let's kind of do a score check in. Let's see what we got. Ron and Dustin can strike out for 209, and Kyle and Quinten can go out for 191. So Ron needs to step up big right here in his 10th frame and get a double in order for them to win this match. So must strike opportunity right here. Ron rushes out, misses the head pin. So this match will be all square. Kyle and Quinten will win this second game, making the score 1 game Ron and Dustin, 1 game Kyle and Quinten. What city is the bowling alley they're bowling at? So they are bowling at the CtD Education Center in Hopkinsville, Kentucky. So Ron with a huge conversion on the washout over on 1. Unfortunately, it won't be enough for them to come out victorious on this game. So the max they can get is 189, and Kyle and Quinten have locked them out mathematically. Impossible for Ron and Dustin to win no matter what happens. And so they will be moving over to lanes 3 and 4, which will be having the red square pattern, which is going to be a bit harder, even though the scores have been pretty low. Who would have ever thought that they would be going 190, 190 in the Baker match on the China? So maybe we can come over and we can try to get some reactions from the fellas after the first match. Just take it up, please. All right, so the code has expired. Your 5 minutes is over. So hopefully everybody who wanted something got a chance to get something while the code was up. But we'll hope that we get some
Better bowling.
some orange headpins on lanes 3 and 4. So let's see. We'll talk to Kyle. Kyle, so what's your impressions from this first match?
The first match was, well, we talked about it amongst ourselves, a lot closer than it should have been. It could have went either way, honestly. They do have the home field advantage. I always get nervous when I go in a new facility, especially one so prestigious as this one. Nerves got a little bit of me the first 2 games there. We'll see if we can turn around on red square here and give it back to them.
Oh yeah, so it's all even 1-1, so nobody's up in the match, which is good as we're going in this best of 5. And Quinten, it looks like you were having a little trouble in the beginning, kind of getting comfortable, but it looks like you kind of figured it out. What do you think about the first 2 games?
It was a little rough for me. Got a little boo-boo on my finger, so it hurts. But got to get these pieces out now. No, it was pretty good. We had some lucky breaks on some shots that probably shouldn't have, but we're gonna work better on the red square, I think.
Oh, yeah. So we are looking forward to the hard, it looks like, for Kyle and Quinten. Let's see if we can talk to CEO Ronald Hickland. So, Mr. CEO, it looks like you all started off strong. You and Dustin had that front four. I thought you all were off to the race. And then, the train kind of fell off the tracks. Talk to me a little bit about what's going on.
Man, it fell off the tracks, all right, bro. We were sucking it up there. Like, it shouldn't even been like that. I mean, there was just some really bad shots. I grabbed the wrong thumb and put it in the ball, throw it in the gutter. You know what I mean? Like, it was just bad bowling. So I'm gonna tell you this though, the bad bowling part's over. It's gonna be terrible. It's gonna be terrible. Like, the lanes are terrible. Like, this is impossible. But it doesn't matter because now we're gonna make good shots and we're gonna throw it better. So it'll look a lot better than it did last time. That's the whole deal. You know
Okay. Well, it sounds like Ron is excited also for Red Square, which I'm confused because if it was me, I would have been so excited to bowl on the China. I would have made sure I got all my strikes out while I bowled on 1 and 2. But they are really excited to throw 2 shots every time on Red Square for some reason. But you all let me know what you think. Tell me what you would do. So let's see if we could get a hold of Dustin here before Dustin gets up there. So Dustin, I know you threw a few different balls. So you started off with the Hazmat, your favorite, most angular ball. And you went over to that sensor solid. So talk to me a little bit about the ball change and kind of what you were looking at doing.
Yeah, so on the right lane, I had a really, really decent look. But when we changed lane surfaces, I noticed on the first shot, it was a little in. And then on the spare shot, it was right, but it went forward. So that was immediately told me I need something that is going to start up and continue a little bit more as opposed to the angular type shape. So grabbed the center solid and made a little bit of a move, added some extra rotation. It was close, but you got to throw good shots to have a chance.
Okay. So it looks like Dustin's looking forward to throwing some better shots here, as well as Quinten and Kyle and Ron. So I guess we're going to have 2 more close matches because everybody's got their A game on now. So the players will get a little practice on 3 and 4 as nobody's bowled over there, and it is a fresh pattern. So I did see your comments about the audio, so hopefully the audio is a little better. If it's not, just let me know, and we'll see what we can do about it. So Scott says, do the bowlers know what the pattern is when they change that? Yes, they do. They definitely know what the pattern is. Everybody got to see what the pattern was before we started bowling. All right, Robert, you think it sounds a little better? Cool. Thank you. I did see your comments about the sound, and we tried to get that figured out in the middle of the stream for you. So. Okay. So thank you to everybody who came in. This is the 3rd game out of the best of 5 series for Dustin Zehner and Ronald Hickland versus Kyle Wilkes and Quinten Fincham. If you just tuned in, Kyle is from Chattanooga, Tennessee, by way of Missouri. He's an active member of the U.S. Air Force. He averages 235. We'd like to also thank Kyle for his service. Quinten is from Surprise, Arizona, and he averages 210. So we'd like to thank Kyle and Quinten coming on down to the Education Center for this doubles match, and for everybody who helped to support it. Hopefully you all are having a good time, and we can make sure that we continue doing these matches for your viewing pleasure. So it looks like these guys are figuring out how to strike on this red square. So being all square in the box right now as the guys are practicing, Kyle and Quinten are looking at walking home with this $500. Now, I'll tell you, it's tricky out there, right? So, just like on 1 and 2, lanes 3 and 4 also have one of the Brunswick lane surfaces on lane 3, and then one of the MF lane surfaces on lane 4. So, the Brunswick lane surface tends to play a bit tighter, and you kind of got to make sure that you're keeping it on line and you're making good shots. Because you can wash out very easily where, if you just came from the AMF lane surface, you got much more friction. And I think that you got a chance to see that as Ron and Dustin went from lane 2 to lane 1 where the distance will wash out, and how Quinten and Kyle moved from the tighter lane to the more hook lane, and they struggled to keep their ball on the right side of the head. So Roger Webb says, I've watched many of your videos. I'm always intrigued by the lanes. Are they both synthetic or is more wood synthetic? Yes, they are both synthetic lanes. And let me score up for you. We are on the wrong way. Yeah. All right. Here we go. That's the score. No, camera, the score. So they are holding on red squares pattern on 3 and 4. The camera for the score over here? No. Y'all, oh, I got to turn it. That's what you said? They got a team. All right, here, hold on. Let me get the score. All right. I apologize about that. Nobody told me about the score. I had to move it. All right, so the matches are not all square. Both teams are clean in the first frame. Dustin managed to get the ball to the pocket, but he left the 10 pin, and Kyle throws a big strike on lane 3. So let's see if Dustin is able to convert this spare, and Dustin converts the spare. That's all right. Thank you. All right. So we got Ron up on lane 4. Ron and Dustin looking for their first strike of the match. Oh. Ron crumbles the bucket, but still leaves 2 pins. He's got the 3-5 up there, which is not an easy conversion, especially on a hard pass. So I'm pretty sure he'll probably throw it straight at that. Quinten is going at the 3-6, and he fails to get the ball far enough to the right, and it hooks past the 3-6. So I told you, this is going to be interesting tonight. And Ron misses the 3-5 by a mile, and they are basically all square. We got Kyle and Quinten up by 1. Whoever thought that was going to happen. Hey, we have a orange pin as the head on lane 4. So we got Dustin up there as Kyle shreds the rack. And I know you wish it was on lane 3, but let's see if Dustin could get you all 5 minutes of discounts at CtDbowling.com. And Dustin strikes. And so we got it again. 5 more minutes. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Woo. 5 minutes. Dustin with the big strike. Over there on lane 4 with that head pin. And we have got discounts. So Dustin is getting the code together. He's getting it ready up here for you. And I will get that code up. And we got Quinten seems to be struggling right now. All right. So Dustin says y'all got until 6:45, and the code is up at the bottom of the screen. OPCTD11 for 11% off on CtDbowling.com right now. 5 minutes, 6:46 p.m. Central Standard Time. You got 6 minutes. All right. So let's see what Ron's got. If Ron can successfully get a double for Ron and Dustin, and he goes high, moving the big 4 and the 10 falls, leaving him an ugly spare. They call that grandma's teeth. But it's probably a good thing for Kyle and Quinten, as they are able to Dustin, come over here. Messing up. I zoomed it. But you can't zoom it, man. All right. So let's see if Rob is able to convert. Ends up getting the count. What is the red square pattern? Let me look it up for you because I don't know the red square. He said it's flat. But let's see. I'll get you the red square pattern is 38 flat. No, 40 feet. I'm sorry, 40 feet flat. And Dustin with the big strike. It looks like Dustin's lined up. 40 flat is the length of the red square pattern. Oh, and Kyle ends up chopping the 3-6. I tell you what, folks, if you haven't learned anything else from this exhibition of bowling here between the 4 guys, throwing it straight at your spares is paramount. Get you a spare ball and throw it straight at those spares so you got the best opportunity to make them. Because when you look at those spares, especially when you're on a flatter pattern, it's very difficult to make those spares. So you want to give yourself the highest probability to make them. So Quinten with a good strike on the Brooklyn, as he looks to be having some issues with his hand. And he said he's fighting through it, so he's not doing too bad right now, as Ron seems to be struggling, even though Dustin's pretty locked in. So let's take a look at the score. So right now, Kyle and Quinten can strike out for a max of 197, and Ron and Dustin with the spare right here will have 142.03. So this is still a close match, y'all. It's anybody's game. And with the series being tied up 1-1, this $500 is up for grabs. All right, so Kyle looks to have stuck at the line a little bit and missed a little left. But guess what? His ball goes Brooklyn and he gets a strike. And like I said, folks, it is not how, it is how many. They are bowling on a very difficult pattern. It's very hard to throw strings or strikes. As you can see, there is only one double, and Kyle and Quinten have that double, and they really need to maximize their score right here with the turkey. Dustin seems to be trying to take the outside line to get to the pocket on the kind of neat pattern, and maybe he threw it just a bit quick or something, or didn't really hit it enough because it didn't get to the pocket with that same veracity that it did the last two frames. But he was able to convert the 2-4, and so Ron and Dustin still got a good chance at this match if they can go out for 100. So Quinten goes Brooklyn one more time and leaves the 5-pin, which hopefully he can convert here to give them a good chance to stay in this match. We got Brooklyn up on 4. Let's see if he can throw a strike. That ball did not do anything. All right, Quinten seems to have found a better line to the pocket, possibly. A little more experimentation there, throwing it up the right as he converts that 5-pin. So maybe he'll be able to find something for that right lane. Ron needs to convert this washout. It's not really easy, but Ron covers as he makes the ball do the work and goes Brooklyn to convert that 139. So this is a close match, y'all. So let's gonna take a look at the score real quick. So 176 possible for Kyle and Quinten, and 140, so 178 possible for Ron and Dustin, as Kyle throws a little bit out the window and leaves a 1, 2, 5. And Dustin throws an amazing shot right there for a solid 9. And Dustin really wanted it. You could see the pain on his face as he leaves that solid 9 there. So, all right, code is going away. It is 6:46. So if you didn't get your purchases in, you're running out of time. 11% off CtDbowling.com. That is a big spare for Kyle, as you can't take anything for granted here. Dustin needs to convert this 9 bit. He chooses to hook at it and he converts. So the score can't get any closer. They are separated by 4 pins. Max score 163 for Kyle and Quinten. Max score 167 for Ron and Dustin. Kyle needs a strike. It looks close. And Kyle throws a big strike, puts a lot of pressure on Dustin here. Dustin needs 8. No, wait, right? 7. Dustin needs 7. 7 is not guaranteed here. I would have thrown it hard and straight up the middle, and Dustin gets 8. So, oh my God, what a match we have here. All of the matches have been so close. I told you that this was going to be a nail biter, but Dustin and Ron were able to pull it off. 165 to 163. Every match is close. I told you these guys, their averages are so close that they are equally matched. This was going to be a game. It's going to be a game. All right, so the code is expired. If you did not get your discount in for all the lovely CtD products, you gotta wait till we get another orange pin as the head pin, and we're gonna need a strike. So let's get them likes up so that the bowling gods can get us some more orange pins. We've had 2 chances and then 2 strikes. So we are 100%. These guys are trying hard to get you 5% off at CtD Bowling because they ain't striking overtime. All right, so in this best of 5 match, this could be the end. So the bowlers will switch lanes. Ron and Dustin will move to the left lane, which is the Brunswick lane. This lane should be a little tighter for you guys. So let's see if they're able to adjust it. Ron with a ball change to the new blue hat. That's right, not your thing. And he went 10 back. And he has that devilish grin in his face, like he found something. He said, like that ball. And so we got Quinten up on the right lane, which is the hook lane. Quinten leaves 1-3, so hopefully he'll be able to convert. Let's see what Dustin's got on this left lane. All right. Dustin balks. He looks like he's having a little issue, but I'll tell you what, guys. This best of 5 match is interesting to say the least. So Quinten and Kyle need to figure out how to put something together on this right lane, as I think that the ability to bowl on the tighter lane is going to kind of play to Dustin and Ron's favor. Quinten is able to convert, so we're all square right now in the match, and let's see if Kyle is able to make the adjustment on the right lane, which will hook just a little bit more for them. Hopefully they were able to figure that out. First pair, as Dustin shoots at the 6 and converts. All right, so that was his first shot. Oh, and it goes high, but he gets a sloppy strike high in the nose to make the match all square. So Ron threw the new hammer, and he goes a little high. And I guess he's a little surprised by that look, but it looked a little in to me. I think he kind of fell out of that shot, got it a little right. So I think that's about what he should have got there. Let's see, Quinten is up on the right lane. It looks like he got it a little bit better. Oh, but he leaves an equally hard shot. The 3-9 and the 2-8 are very, very difficult spares in a pattern that's flat like this. So we'll see if both players are able to convert. And Ron was unable to convert. I'm telling you, you can play spare ball at this stuff, or you got to figure out how to keep it online to convert. And so neither of the players were able to convert the double wood, which I figured they were going to struggle with the double wood spares on this difficult red square pattern. But we got Dustin and Kyle up. So let's see. Dustin looked a little early than we Brooklands. Dustin shooting at another. I guess he didn't learn from that last one. Let's see if Kyle is able to throw another good shot. And Kyle made the adjustment, and boom, a strike. So that's a good shot for Kyle. And Dustin was able to convert the 6-pin. So let's take a look at the score real quick. So Kyle and Quinten at 48 in the third. And Ron and Dustin have 46 in the third. So this match is very close, basically all square. Ron is a little bit outside. He leaves the double wood again. He's got a pretty difficult shot here. Trying to convert the 1-5. But this one should be a little easier than 280 left last time on that lane. See, Quinten is learning. Obviously, he is listening to my commentary as he goes hard and straight at that spare. Hey, it's about those frames right now, as neither of the players really look to be lined up except for Kyle. So if Quinten can figure out how to close some frames, they can easily pull this match off right now. As Dustin runs to be wandering in the woods right now because they are lost. And Kyle is a powerful going 10 back. High flush in the pocket. I guess Dustin wasn't too intimidated by Kyle's strike as he figures out how to throw the first strike on the left lane for him. All right, Quinten. Oh, just a bit high. That shot looked good. Kind of crept a little high and he leaves 310. Baby split. It's makeable. Every split still has some difficulty, but this one is very, very makeable. Ron seems to do a better shot right here with the hammer as he puts it at the line. He must be feeling that one. Ron and Dustin have the first double of the match. Quinten chops the three straight back on that baby split on the 310, and they're going to need some help to pull this game back out of the Zehner. Oh, out of the Hickland Zehner grasp here as they've kind of figured out what to do on this left lane. So Ron and Dustin are up 2-1 at this point. And so in this best of 5 match, it looks like if Ron and Dustin can continue to close frames here, they might be able to walk away with the victory in the match. That looks a little left, and it goes high, but he avoids a split, just leaving the 4-7. So let's take a look at the score. So Quinten and Kyle can strike out for a max 206, and Ron and Dustin can strike out for 212. So, such a terrible break for Quinten there as he goes flush Brooklyn and leaves that 10 pin. So they need some big help here from Ron and Dustin. Ron was able to convert that 4-7, and it looks like we need to get the 10 pin set up on the right lane for Quinten. So we got a little delay here. And so I think we try to take a little look into the mindset of Ron here. So Ron, you all are up 2-1 in this match. It looks like you got a good grasp on maybe within this game as long as you all can, feel the frames. How you feeling?
I mean, red square is hard, right? So anytime you ball on red square, it's tricky. And the key, for me at least, man, you got to throw it straight and you got to let it just kind of roll. Because if you try to hook it, you have no idea what's going to happen. So the last couple of shots, that's what I was trying to do. I was just really trying to throw it straighter and try to get it to roll. And as long as it did that, I mean, it's on the front, right? And that's the whole point. So, I mean, it's easy to watch and be like, man, do this, man, do that. But when you're actually in the grind doing it, it's a little bit tricky. Dustin had a good look. We had a conversation. I was okay, you got a better look than I do to walk through the anchor. And obviously that's paying off for us. So, that's how it goes. But this is tricky, man. I encourage anybody, man, we need to do more of this. It's fun. And we need to do more of this just because it does give people opportunity to try some things they haven't tried before. And bowling on TV or live stream, whatever, it makes it a little bit more interesting too.
Yeah, so it looks like Dustin was able to kind of get lined up and throw a couple good shots and throw some big shots for the team when they needed it. It really just came down to that turkey that Ron and Dustin ended up getting. I don't think either of the duo were really throwing good shots or lined up great, but Ron and Dustin were able to pull it off thanks to a couple of good shots at a key time and being able to just close more frames. And that's really what it is. And so Kyle was throwing some great shots, and he just happened to, not throw a great shot there in the 10th. But, Kyle looks to be throwing it pretty good. And he's a pretty good bowler with that 235 average. So, so it looks like Ron and Dustin were able to come away victorious 3-1 in the match. We'd like to thank everybody for coming out, and hopefully everybody got an opportunity to get in while the getting was good for the 10 minutes of discount codes on ctdbowling.com. The more we do this, the more opportunities you'll have to be able to get some discounts. And, we thank everybody for their participation, and we'll do a little talking with the bowlers out on the lanes. So let's see what the bowlers have to say.
We'll be able to see us.
Yeah, we here.
Are we here?
Yeah.
Where you guys at?
Oh, we got to move over here because it's on the other camera. Keep going.
Keep going.
All right, here we go. I think we're probably good now. All right. So I'd like to say congratulations to our victors tonight, our champions, Ron Hickland, CEO Ronald Hickland, and Dustin Zehner, who so graciously everybody knows that he handles our staff group and does a lot for CtD. What do you all got to say?
Man, like the thing of it is like the opportunity to come out here and be able to do this for anybody that's on our staff is kind of neat, I think. And whether you win or lose, you come away with something, right? Experience, they're going to get a lesson tomorrow. So either way, it's a win or lose. Either way, you always win if you're able to come out and do this with us. It was fun, man. Like it was a lot more challenging and a lot more stressful than I thought it was going to be, especially when the ball went in the gutter. That was not fun. But that's part of it. And, I'm just glad that we're able to do stuff like this and kind of, it's just a way to kind of have a little bit of fun and have some interaction with the group of people that are watching too. Plus, they can save a little bit of money. So it's a win-win for everybody, I think.
Yeah. First of all, I want to say thank you guys for coming. Quinten won the drawing, right? And picked Kyle. So Kyle is going to get a lesson along with Quinten. But Quinten is here for his Easter egg as well. Easter egg is a promotion that we do with the staff. So Quinten's going to get, along with his lesson in the morning with Kyle, he's going to get some more bowling. He's going to get fitted. He's going to get more education because at the end of the day, that's what we want to do. We want to help grow bowling and help educate bowlers to become better.
All right, so I guess we'll go over here to Kyle and Quinten. So tell me a little bit, Kyle. What did you think about the experience?
This is hands down one of the best experiences I've had in my bowling career. If anybody on staff is in the air about coming out and doing it, take the opportunity. It's well worth the chance to not only meet everyone here that you see online day in and day out, but you are going to learn a lesson one way or another. even if it's them teaching you or a combination of them and yourself teaching you. So come on out, give it a shot.
Okay, cool. What about you, Quinten?
Well, we are in luck. We're going to get 2 lessons. One today, one tomorrow. Put in those raffles. Get in those raffles. This is an excellent experience. By far, one of the best ones I've had. Looking around where all this stuff comes from and who it comes from. It's amazing.
All right, cool. So thank you all for watching, everybody out there in Internet TV land. So we had another great match, a Baker's match. Let us know how you like it down in the comments. Make sure you hit that like button, share it with all your friends and family. And I guess maybe we'll get some behind-the-scenes content for you all, maybe for kind of what the experience is like. So, there's a little teaser out there so you all have something to look forward to. So thank you all. Hope everybody out there stay safe and you have a good night. And CTD discount codes might be coming.